Hello and welcome to Trivia Galaxy. Today we have a trivia quiz for you from Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life, Episode 2, Spring. Please enjoy. Question 1. In this spring episode, what kind of town event was shown? It was the International Food Festival. Apparently only 15 countries showed up and Taylor ran around in a panic. Question 2. Which famous Food Network chef was fired by Lorelai in the spring episode? It was a pretty funny joke that she was firing famous chefs. In this one, she fired Rachel Ray. Question 3. What did Richard stipulate for Luke in his will? For a long time, Richard had wanted Luke to franchise his diner, so Richard left him money to do that. And as a result, Emily brought in a realtor and forced him to go look at places together. Question 4. Why did Rory's original book proposal to write about Naomi Shropshire not work out? She seemed really great in the last episode, but she turned out to be a flaky drunk who was somewhat manic and unreasonable. Question 5. Who was Logan engaged to? It's kind of bad that Rory was having an affair with someone who was engaged, but Logan was engaged to a French heiress named Odette, and he referred to it as the dynastic plan, so clearly this was somebody his family approved of. Question 6. In the sequel to Kirk's short movie, what happened at the end? Petal gets hit by a car and there is a dramatic death scene with Kirk, but later Petal runs into another part of the movie. Question 7. At the International Food Festival, why was Kirk upset with the Vietnamese food? Apparently, roast pig is a delicacy, and Kirk called the vendor a monster because the pig was being roasted. Luke came by and promptly pointed out to Kirk that he had wolfed down a BLT sandwich just that day. Question 8. What types of actors were staying at the Dragonfly Inn? Apparently, Taylor objected to Stars Hollow hosting B-level actors while the neighboring town had the big stars. Question 9. What did Emily accuse Lorelai of doing on one of her birthdays? During therapy, Emily accused Lorelai of writing her a nasty letter with profanity, and Lorelai insists that that didn't happen. Question 10. What is the name of the theater in Stars Hollow? It was the Black, White, and Red Theater. Question 11. What is the name of Emily's maid, and what was unusual about this relationship? Her name was Berta, and it was funny because nobody could understand her, and over time she had her whole extended family moving into the house, and Emily seemed to really love Berta and care about her. Question 12. What offer did Headmaster Charleston make to Rory? He thought that Rory may have been floundering in her career, so he suggested that Rory get her master's degree, and he offered her a job to teach at Chilton. Question 13. In New York, Rory had a one-night stand with someone in a character costume. What was that costume? It's too bad we didn't get to actually see the guy in the costume, but apparently it was somebody that she met in one of the comic book store lines in a Wookiee costume. So there were a number of funny jokes about the Millennium Falcon and sleeping with a Wookiee. Question 14. Rory had a disastrous interview with an online magazine. What was the name of it and what happened? The name of it was Sandy Says, and the editor had been courting Rory for a long time, so she went in assuming that she already had the job, and she blew the interview because she didn't come with any ideas. She didn't think she had to interview for it. Question 15. Lorelai went to New York with Rory to do research for an article. What was the topic of the article? Apparently, people line up for anything in New York, so the article was supposed to be about some insight into the mentality of all of these lines, and Rory thought she could give this a go, but she didn't find it very inspiring at all. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the trivia quiz, please give us a like and subscribe. Thank you.